Hello, we are excited to welcome you to the Kentucky 4-H Paper Crane Project. My name is Rachel Noble. I'm an Extension Specialist for 4-H Youth Development at the University of Kentucky.
And I'm Lily Martin, a State Team Council member from Webster County.
Lily brought the idea of the 1,000 Paper Crane Project to the State Team Council, and from that idea, we were able to put together the 1,000 Paper Crane Project hosted by Kentucky 4-H. We're so excited about this opportunity to bring hope and happiness and good fortune to all around us. So we want to invite you to become a part of the 1,000 Paper Crane Project. And today we're going to discuss the background of the paper cranes, a little bit about Japanese culture. Lily is going to show us how to make a paper crane, and then we're going to invite you and show you how you can participate at home as well. So let's get started. Origami originated in Japan. Origami has a rich and complex history that spans culture, class, and geography. Origami is composed of the Japanese words oru, to fold, and kami, paper. Paper was first invented in China around 105 AD and was brought to Japan by monks in the 6th century. Handmade paper was a luxury item only available to a few, and paper folding in ancient Japan was strictly for ceremonial purposes, often religious in nature. Traditional origami is characterized by open access folding patterns and sequences passed down orally or anonymously from generation to generation. Modern origami often features models created by designers.
In Japan, the crane is a mythical creature and is believed to live for 1,000 years.
As a result, in the Japanese, Chinese, and Korean culture, the crane represents good fortune and longevity.
The Japanese refer to the crane as a bird of happiness. The wings of the crane are believed to carry souls up to paradise, and they are believed to symbolize hope and healing during challenging times. Many Japanese give this as a symbol of friendship for hope and hope for good fortune.
Mothers who pray for the protection of the crane's wings for their children will recite the prayer, "O flock of heavenly cranes, cover my child with your wings."
According to Japanese tradition, folding 1,000 paper cranes gives a person a chance to make one special wish come true.
Also, according to Japanese tradition, anyone with the patience and commitment to fold 1,000 paper cranes will be granted their most desired wish because they have presented the crane's loyalty and refashioned their beauty. So now Lily is going to show you how to make a paper crane, and I am going to follow along.
So if you're using regular printer paper like this, your first step is you want to make a square base. So to do this, you're going to take the top corner of your paper and fold it down so that it meets the other edge. And as you do this, make a crease. And once you do that, you'll see that you'll have this extra piece at the bottom, and you're just going to cut that off. Once you unfold that, you should have a square piece. But if you're starting with origami paper like I am, then you can just go ahead and skip that step. So your first step is to fold your paper in half diagonally, making sure that your pattern is on the outside so that you can see the color once your bird is finished. When doing any origami project, it's important to be sure that you're being fairly precise and making crisp lines so that your project will turn out nicely. So you should have this so far. Next, we're going to fold our triangle in half again, making a smaller triangle. So you should fold it in half, and it should look like this. Now notice that you'll have a closed side and an open side. Find the open side and pull the flap forward. Once you get your finger inside the middle of the flap, you can press on this crease and press it down. And as it goes down, it should create a diamond shape. And I'll show you that part again. So you begin with this smaller triangle. You bring your flap out, you press on the center crease, and as you do that, it creates a diamond shape. Now you're going to, you may have to work with it a little bit so that you can get it how you want it. Now you're going to flip it over and do the exact same thing that you just did, but on the other side. So find your flap, pull it open, press down on the center crease, and as you do that, it should open up to form a diamond shape. Again, you may have to play with it a little bit in order to get it exactly how you want it. But once you do that maneuver on both sides, you should have a diamond shape that looks like this. Again, you're going to have a closed side like this and an open side that looks like this. You want your open side to be facing the bottom. So once your open side is facing the bottom, you're going to go to the front and find the top flap. There should be a bottom layer and a top layer. Find the top layer and fold it so that this outer edge meets at the center crease. So fold it like so, all the way down, making a sharp crease. Once you have done that, it should look like this. Now we're going to do the exact same thing on the other side. So we're going to find the top flap. We're going to fold it so that this outer line meets this center crease, like so. And fold it all the way down. So once that's done, you should have a kite shape in front of these larger flaps. Now, fold down this top triangle, and it should look like this. This creates a sort of diamond shape like you would see in a ring. Then, open up those last 3 flaps that you just made. So you'll still see the creases there. Once you do that, you're going to take the very top layer and pull it up. And as you do that, these creases are going to fold in on themselves, and it should create a shape that looks like this. This is something that you might have to play with a little bit so that it lays correctly, but you'll eventually get it. So it should look like this. And I'll show you that one more time. So you've just unfolded your 3 pieces. You're going to pull this piece up so that the other side folds in and it looks like this. Once you've done that, flip it to the back so that you can see this side. Now we're going to do the exact same thing that we just did on the other side, starting from where we folded the right flap in to the center. So fold it right into that center crease, just as you did on the other side. Now, it should look like this. Now, you're going to fold your left side in so that it meets the center crease, all the way down. Again, you're going to fold this top triangle down over top, just like we've done before. Now, again, unfold these last 3 folds, so it should look like this, and find the top flap and bring it up. And as you do that, the other creases should fold in and create a long diamond shape that looks like this. Now you'll know you've done this correctly if you can see that there are little legs that you can move. So once you get to this point, the next thing you're going to do is make a fold similar to the one you've done before. It's just going to be smaller. So you're going to find the right side and make this side fold in to meet this center. And if you're using printer paper, this part might be getting a little difficult to fold, but you can work with it and it will work. So once you do that, take the left side and fold it into the center to meet that crease. Now it should look like this. Again, turn it over and bring the right side in to the center, making the outside edge line up with the crease. By doing this, we're just making those legs that we have even skinnier. And then the left side, bring the left side in to meet the center crease. So once you've done that, you should have this diamond shape with skinnier legs. So you should be able to see that there is a crease here from an earlier fold. So now we're getting very close. The next thing we're going to do is make our head. So if you turn it to the side, you can open up one of your legs. And if you press on where that crease is, it's naturally just going to fold up onto itself. As you do that, just make it fold and make it nice and flat, like so. Again, I'll show you this on the other side. So you have this crease here. You're going to open up your leg, press on that crease, and as you bring it up, bring your leg up, it's going to naturally fold in on itself. So once you get that nice and flat, just decide which side you would like to be your head. I'm going to make this side my head. To do that, I'm just going to press down about from how far I want my head to be and pinch. So it makes a head. So we're very close. Our final step is we're just going to fold down our wings so that we can see just a bit of this triangle here. Then turn it over and fold to match the other side. So your final step is just to pull it out to give it a nice body. And now you've just created your very own paper crane.
Awesome job. Thank you, Lily. We hope to make 1,000 of these paper cranes. And we hope also that when you start out and make your paper crane, that you can also write a wish on your paper crane. Each one of your paper cranes can be different if you'd like. And hopefully, if we complete this project, our wishes will come true. I'm going to take a moment and look at our video to see if anyone has any questions. Please, if we complete this project, our wishes will come true. I'm going to Okay, I did not see any questions on the video. So I'd like to go over a couple of things that we'd like for you to remember as you begin the paper crane project. It's really simple to participate in the paper crane project. In the description of the video, you can see a commitment form. You have to go to that commitment form, put in your name, your email address, and then tell us how many paper cranes you would like to make to participate in our project. And once you complete all of your paper cranes in your paper crane project, you'll take a picture of yourself and your paper cranes, and you will send them to clover@kentucky4h.org. We will put all of those pictures together to see how many paper cranes we can make. We have reached out to several different 4-H programs across the United States, and we are excited that there are several states who have committed. Illinois, there are a few 4-Hers in Illinois who are committing. It was shared in South Carolina and it was shared in Iowa. And we are so excited about those states participating. So if you're from out of state, we hope that you consider participating. We also have 4-H friends in Japan who will be participating with us, as well as Taiwan and the Philippines. So we invite you to participate in the Kentucky 4-H 1000 Paper Crane Project. Make sure you fill out that commitment form that's in the link in the description. And as you make your paper crane, if you'd like to send your pictures, we'll feature you on the Kentucky 4-H Facebook page and the Kentucky 4-H Instagram. And we also want to encourage everyone to use the hashtag 4-H crane, paper crane. Sorry, I'll say that again. Hashtag 4-H paper cranes. And you can find that in the description of this video as well. Lily and I would like to say thank you so much for participating with us today. If you have questions, please put those in the comments and we'll look for them later. And if you have other questions, you can always email me at rachel.noble@uky.edu. Thank you so much for joining us on the Kentucky 4-H 1000 Paper Crane Project.